Okay, class, today we're going to talk about something you guys can use to prepare for job interviews. It's something I used to do, where it's a chance to look at yourself and what's your best qualities and what's the things you need to work on. It's called SWOT analysis. So let's just say you're preparing for a job interview at Short Pump Town Center. This gives you guys a chance to look at your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities, and your threats of that particular job you're about to interview for, and prepare yourself for the interview and really hone in on what's going to make you stand apart. So, the first two things we're going to look at are more of your internal personality quirks, your characteristics that make you kind of what you bring to the table. Strengths, you're going to want to look at what makes you the best fit for the job. This is a chance to really flaunt what makes you with that person that's interviewing yourself. So, those are always going to be the easiest things to say. Like, hey, I'm respectful, I'm patient, I communicate well with others. Your chance to really hone in on what's going to be a good thing for that company that you're trying to work for. Potential employers want to hear about what you can offer. Of course, what you guys probably have heard is that there's always, hey, what's your biggest weaknesses questions. This is a chance to, yes, address the fact that you're not perfect, nobody is, but more importantly, you need to use this to your advantage. You need to explain what weaknesses you have, but really spend time focusing on what you're working on to improve them. So maybe you're a person that doesn't like to delegate on projects, or you lack a little bit of experience. Let them know, hey, this is a great opportunity for you to get my foot in the door. I'm very excited to work for you. Or, I know I don't always like to let other people help me out, but I want to be part of a team. Things like that. So that's the first two, your internals. Your externals are going to be opportunities and threats. Those are going to be the things that the job can provide for you and that you can provide for the job. So opportunities let you focus on what you can do to help the place that you're applying to. Maybe you want to learn more about the shoe industry if you're going to look at Foot Locker. Or you want to be able to connect with new peers that work at there that are from other high schools, things like that. It also allows you a chance to say, hey, I have some ideas on how we can do things. So you're providing stuff for the company. Opposite of that, similar to weaknesses, but an external side of it is threats. Challenges that are out of your control. You got to be able to show how you can prioritize and make the most of your contributions. More importantly, it allows you to address with the person that's interviewing you a chance to say, I know I have weaknesses, but they're not going to turn into threats. So these things can be from anything from there'll be other people interviewing for the job to you're not going to be the only shoe store in town, that type of thing. Maintaining your own extracurricular and school schedule, things like that. Things that you're going to have to work on, but not necessarily always going to be in your control. So let's take a look at a quick SWOT analysis of John. He's interviewing for a job at a sporting goods store. He does one of himself and he sees that he's creative and he communicates well with others. But at the same time, he can be stressed out on things. He doesn't like to present in front of a lot of people, but he's good at one-on-one. Really what he's looking for with this job and what he's ready to tell the person interviewing him is he wants to be able to move up into a bigger role at the store and really help out. He wants to meet new people. He's just a little nervous about the fact that there are other people interviewing and he's going to have to juggle his school schedule. So there's a lot of things going on, but he's preparing himself in that interview for all the topics that may come up. Because most importantly, he wants this and this to be what they focus on. Alright, so for the homework tonight, what I want you to do is take a look at yourself, write down those strengths, those weaknesses, those are things about you internally. And I also want you to maybe create a fictional job you're about to apply for, or maybe it's the job that you have now and just go back to when you were interviewing for it and come up with the opportunities and threats and really come up with a really good SWOT analysis of that job and be able to hone in on what makes you, you. Because remember, at the end of the day, it's a tool to help you sell yourself. You're always going to be doing that as you go out into the professional world, and this is a great tool to start.